Good morning, Goldhouse ELA students. Today we are going to take a look at the literary essay checklist. So by now, I am assuming that you have a full 5-paragraph essay. You have an intro, your 3 bodies, and your conclusion. We worked on the conclusion yesterday, so if you missed that lesson, make sure you go back into classwork. Let me show you. Go to classwork. Conclusion writing is the lesson from yesterday. If you missed any of the other lessons, feel free to go back to all of these. Click on whatever one you need to click on to take a look at what we've done in the last 2 weeks. But tomorrow, your 5-paragraph essay is due. Now, of course, I know that some of you have crazy things going on at home. Just know that I put due dates on it to kind of keep track for me. But if I can get those 5-paragraph essays even by Sunday, that'll give me some time to go through all of them, give my feedback to you, and get that back to you with a grade. So I want to make sure that I give that feedback. But anyway, today we are going to, I need to hide this, take a look at the checklist. So I will attach this in my lesson for today. Whether you look at grade 5 or grade 6, it really doesn't matter. Those who, you're getting ready for 7th grade, you want to be looking at that 6th grade side. But go through overall, I explained the topic or the text and staked out a position that can be supported by a variety of trustworthy sources. We're only using one source, and that's Squeaky with Raymond's Run, the text. So if we look at 5th grade, I made a claim or a thesis, and you supported it with reasons, and you gave evidence. So overall, that's the bottom line today. Did you make a claim? Did you give me 3 traits of Squeaky, and did you provide evidence directly from the text? Don't just retell part of the story, but make sure you add those direct quotes. Do you have a lead, an intro? Do you have a hook? Your claim, and did you announce that you're going to talk about those 3 strongest traits of Squeaky? Transitions. Remember, transitioning from one body paragraph to the next, showing the readers that, okay, now I'm going to get into a new trait here. And then inside those internal transitions, for example, another example also, and they give you some, for instance, one reason, furthermore, they give you some of those right here. So if you don't have access to transitions, although you can Google it, just Google everything, you can steal it right from the checklist. Do you have an ending, so a conclusion where you restated your main points, and then you offered your own insight? What does it mean to you? What should your audience be thinking about this lesson or this theme that Squeaky learns about herself in the story? Making that connection. Do you have paragraphs? So go back and make sure you press tab to indent for paragraphs. Make sure you start cleaning things up, looking for places where you don't need your claim and your 3 traits at the top anymore. Some of you have that. You can get rid of that. But basically making sure that you have a solid way of organizing your thoughts, paragraph wise, and then within the paragraphs, that your thoughts transition and follow a correct order. Elaboration, here's where you're taking your facts, quotes, examples, definitions, and then you're also elaborating on those, and that's where we're analyzing Squeaky's traits. So as soon as you write down a piece of evidence supporting why Squeaky was protective, why she was brave, why she was competitive, make sure then you talk about your own thinking. Why did you put that piece of evidence in there? And again, go back to previous lessons. I've given you anchor charts to help you with those sentence starters. Craft, making sure that you have that good word choice, that you really picked out the best evidence possible to support your argument, that you're really trying hard to get people to understand your side of what you're interpreting Squeaky to be. So take a look at craft. And of course, conventions, which honestly, you guys have done a lot better since we started virtual learning, having capital letters, punctuation. I'm really, really pleased with that. So keep that up. But this is where Mrs. S likes to say, companies coming over, you want to submit your best work, so make sure you clean it up really well. Maybe have someone in your family proofread it for you. Don't have them do the work for you, because I have a feeling some of your essays sound pretty dang good. I don't want to accuse, but I'm just saying, just have someone maybe just point out, hey, you might want to look at this paragraph. Do you see anything that needs to be fixed? And yeah, just making sure that it looks great. And anytime that you feel it's a final draft, I would actually like you to change what you have called your rough draft, and I want you to title it Final Draft of Literary Essay on Squeaky. So if I go back here, if I go to my mentor text for Will, if I'm going to change that, I just click up here. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm just going to say final copy of literary essay. And then you can share it with me when you feel like it is final. Then I will know that I should grade it. I shouldn't just comment on it and give you suggestions, but I should grade it. So if you're not ready for that and you want me to look at it, just share it with me. You might even want to make a comment. Please look this over. Otherwise, I will expect a final copy by Sunday. So I'll put the due date as Sunday, but just know I'm here for you. I want to help you. So if you need me to look at something, shoot me an email, a Snapchat. I will meet today at 9:20 and at 1:40. So if you need help, I will review this with you at that time. But otherwise, I hope that you have a great day and try and get some work done. Good luck.